So my youngest is a big Moana fan, and even though we didn't go see Moana 2 in theaters, it's finally on Disney Plus, so she made us watch it all together the other night. And I realized I really need to stop listening to people, because I had a great time. Moana 2 is a great movie. In my opinion, it's not Frozen 2, which yes, I die on this hill. Frozen 2 is better than the first Frozen. Fight me. But it's still a good follow-up to the original. I enjoyed the music, and yes, I get people were complaining that it's not Lin-Manuel Miranda. But Lin-Manuel Miranda is not the only musical composer out there. Case in point, they had him for the Lion King Mufasa movie, and people still complain about that movie. But I really like the music. I especially like Beyond because I thought it was a good follow-up for Moana's solo song for How Far I'll Go. Speaking of Beyond, that leads me into the facial features. I will say the facial features were a lot, and you can definitely tell in Beyond when she's like in the jungle and she's singing, like her movement of her mouth and stuff, it gets kind of weird sometimes. But the rest of the animation is gorgeous. Because it originally was supposed to be a TV show, you can definitely tell where they had to cut the script in certain areas. So a lot of people were complaining about the crew didn't have any like real development or need to be there. And I agree with that for the old men, Kele. But for Moni and Lato, no, I agree that they had actual character development. For Moni, it was all about not just getting stuck in the past and retelling the stories of your people, but actually adding to the stories of your people by living your own adventures. For Lato, it was about getting that hands-on experience and actually being in the boat and seeing how they cruise across the water, but she knew how to improve them to make them better for her people. They gave Kele a reason because he's the farmer and they needed food for a long trip, but other than that, he kind of is just there to be grumpy and be the joke character. So I understand where people were complaining about how the development does feel rushed, or they say there isn't any at all. I don't agree with that in terms of Moni and Lato, but I do for Kele. And that being said, let's be honest, you weren't going to get The Rock to voice a TV show. He's not Mandy and Zach who can take the time and probably cost less to make a full-on TV show like they did for Tangled. I actually still need to watch the show. My sister said it was very good. A couple other issues I had was, how did Moana know how to open up the God portal? That was just kind of just out of nowhere. She knew how to open it up. And then Montanagi didn't really have any motivation to help them. So, And they definitely could have explored Moana being a demigod a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure we'll get that in the third movie. Because The Rock will have his way. He will get a third movie. I mean, granted, it also made $100.058 billion at the box office alone. That's not including merchandising. It beat out Moana and is the third highest grossing film of 2024. But mixed reviews were everywhere. A lot of people said this was unnecessary. No, the live action movie is unnecessary, but this movie was a good follow-up. And I'm sorry to say that I listen to other people. Won't make that mistake again. But those are my thoughts. Moana 2, have you seen it? Did you go see it in theaters or did you wait till it came out on Disney Plus? Let me know in the comments. But as always, I am upcoming author. Thank you for getting caught up with me on my favorite media. Guys saying the same. I'll catch up with y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.